hi. Make sure to check out my website, www.susanmealing.com. So in 2015 or 2016 or 2017, while in Tacoma, Washington at Steele Creek Country Club, I had a male who was about 6 foot tall, who had shaggy blonde-ish colored hair, fairly broad shoulders in a white t-shirt, walk up to me abruptly in a crowded either Friday or Saturday evening at Steele Creek Country Club. Walk right up to me when making my way to go to the bathroom area. And this male walks up and gets in my face and goes, hi! Hi, how are you? Just saying, that's what he did. And so, for those who have known me, I'm a little skittish at times, so I don't think it really takes much from that to be a little taken aback by that. But he comes up and he's like, hi! Yes, hi. And he says, I have a friend. Okay. And she has a daughter. Is your daughter with you tonight? Why would no. My daughter is not with me tonight. Are you sure you don't have your daughter with you? Yeah. It made very little sense for that to have occurred at a evening event at Steele Creek Country Club. But then again, he did not ask me if I had a daughter. But that was the way that went. And so I don't know if that particular male at that event, and it wasn't an event such as the Dustin Lynch country concert on the second floor earlier on, where I did take my son with me, as well as, how we wound up in Washington State at that time. However, that was during the afternoon, and it wasn't an evening event. So I don't know if there were some people who were playing, I don't know, because I don't play games. And I also have a little bit of a etiquette and common courtesy sort of way about me. So if I'm going to ask somebody a question, I usually am not going to go and get all up in their space less than, 2 to 3 feet from where they're standing. Usually, if I'm going to ask somebody a question or a set of questions in a non-aggressive way, I'm going to give them their space so that way, they feel comfortable, I feel comfortable. It's kind of a respect thing as far as not crowding someone in a crowded bar already. Additionally to the loud sounds of the country music bar and dealing with headaches and migraines. But at that time, I was just dealing with really bad headaches. And so after that extremely brief encounter with that male who had asked me if I had my daughter with me at the 21 and up country music concert, or country music, not country music concert, country music dance hall, the Steele Creek. I don't really know why I would ever have my minor-aged daughter or my minor-aged son at that time at a evening event on a Friday or a Saturday night where there's alcohol around. I don't know if that's a normal thing for some people. Apparently, I know I'm not really that normal, I guess. It's normal for me. But that particular male had very abruptly and very interpersonal space on that come up to me and had asked me that. Not long after, having had a W sock, purple and yellow sock wearing man bun college student get in my face about the same distance, having complaints in reference to my saying of it shouldn't take a head injury to figure certain things out, and that whole explanation of, I did have a head injury on Palm Sunday in 2000. I think that it's okay for me to use my own words to explain things, because there are just certain things that it shouldn't take that to figure things out. Such as when you know someone, like if he were to have known that I deal with headaches and migraines, well, there would be that in reference to maybe, just maybe, it's a possibility, who knows, to not get that physically close and then, have to yell that, because what could yelling in someone's face who deals with headaches and migraines do? I don't know. I can't be the only person who deals with headaches and migraines. So there could be probably someone somewhere who, other than me, deals with headaches and migraines, who could possibly, somehow, be like, that would probably make your headaches and migraines worse. Which it did. It did. It made it so much worse that I didn't even last an hour and a half. Which I don't really get the ability to stay that long when I've gone to Steele Creek Country Club before, because of how loud it already is, especially on a Friday and Saturday evening, because it's usually crowded. And so I had already been dealing with the room situation by that point, because of I thought it was normal. I didn't realize I'd actually get in trouble for being upset as to what occurred to my son, my daughter, and I because of what happened in reference to McCoy Elementary School and the CFBISD situation at the Fort Worth Zoo, all combined, along with all sorts of other stuff such as scuba diving and what have you on that. But what would that matter in reference to human decency? But that male had basically been surprised, and then he, I guess I'll go away. And it's like, okay. It's kind of a little weird to have that happen, but all right. So while it might take me a bit of time at times to put things together, or, it would be easier if not in a crowded bar with country music going on and the DJ's talking and the microphone and stuff like that, while dealing with the zapping situation, that would have probably been easier to ask me a question if that was not the surroundings. And then, essentially asking, instead of, do you have your daughter with you at a 21 and up area evening event on a Friday or Saturday night. I don't know. However, I'm gonna leave it at that for the clarifications, just in case there were some individuals that, you know, similarly to those who have, well, you have a familiar face. I've been told that before. And when I say that, I don't mean just after my head injury on Palm Sunday in 2000. I also don't mean that just because of any modeling or anything like that. I mean that from before my head injury on Palm Sunday in 2000. I dealt with a lot of people who had asked me if I was someone that they knew. Unlike that male, though, and unlike anybody after waking up from my head injury on Palm Sunday in 2000, all those people before my head injury on Palm Sunday in 2000, when they would approach me, they would ask me, you know, my name, and either they would say, you know, who are you, or what is your name, or something along those lines, or they would say, hi, my name is Eminem song. But they'd tell me their name, and then they'd say something along the lines of, you look like, whether it was a friend, a family member, someone they saw, and then they'd, you know, whoever it was. And then if I knew them, if they were talking about me, I would say, well, yeah, that's me. Where did you see me? And then we'd go in discussion from there. That's not what happened at all, whatsoever, at that Steele Creek, Tacoma Country Club in Washington State. So, but, you know, I dealt with the situations afterwards. I don't know if he actually knew me or if he was just lying to my face after getting, you know, that close. But again, I really don't know why anybody would bring a minor-aged child into a bar at night for an evening. I think it was about, I think it was around 9:30 or so. And so while my son was at a church youth group event, I didn't really think about why anybody would ask me that. Because I did in regards of this particular video thing, as far as my, whatever that's. However, I didn't ever think, why would anybody bring a minor child to a bar on a Friday or a Saturday night when they shouldn't be at a bar on a Friday or a Saturday night? It's kind of really weird. But I did have that situation occur, so just wanted to bring that up, clarify that while I do have a biological daughter, just as I do have a biological son, both my son and my daughter were not brought to any 21 and up or even 18 and up clubs. I didn't do that because that wouldn't make sense at those times before they biologically would have turned above 18 years old. I don't know what the normal is for other people and their parenting. Maybe it's because of my hair or my tattoos, or I don't know, or common sense that I wouldn't do that. But I don't know what the normal is for most people in that regard. So, just wanted to clarify that in 2021, that would be why, if that male went and talked with anyone or assumed anything with anyone, I wanted to just clarify that it made no sense that I would have my minor-aged daughter or my minor-aged son at a country music anything that was intended for 18 years old or 21 years old and upward in age. Just didn't make sense to me. To this day, it still doesn't make sense to me, but I figured I'd just give that little clarification. So if there was any confusion, because, why would it make sense to just do it in the smoking section where, there's the ability to not have as loud of music, knowing that I deal with headaches and migraines, among a few other situations. But, a little bit of common sense is a superpower, I suppose. So, there's that clarification for you.